My name is Conrad Hollomon, and I grew up born and raised in Virginia Beach, Virginia, and I volunteer for an organization called Operation Code. Our mission at Operation Code is to help the military community learn software development, enter the tech industry, and code the future. When I talk about the military community, I'm talking about veterans who are coming home from overseas, transitioning service members who are just getting out of Army, Marine Corps, Navy, Coast Guard, Air Force. And I'm referring to military spouses and military families who bear so much weight in moving from place to place. Military takes you a lot of different places in America and abroad. And we want to make sure that community is served and well taken care of when it comes to their careers and their job prospects. So as a nonprofit, we received our 501c3 in May of last year. And ever since then, we've gotten a larger and larger membership. We just hit 1,800 people as of today. And we found out recently that we were just accepted to the MassChallenge accelerator in Boston. So it's definitely been quite an experience trying to drive this kind of social impact and change, and seeing so many like-minded folks willing to help us along the way. So at Operation Code, we run a number of programs and services. First and foremost, we focus on providing scholarship opportunities. We have distributed, I believe, over $112,000 in scholarships up to this point. And we are constantly working with organizations like coding boot camps as well as tech conferences to provide more of those opportunities. We do, as I mentioned, send veterans and our military community to tech conferences because it's an opportunity for them to learn about the tech culture, network, build relationships, and understand the community and the tech industry. We also do mentorship. We have senior software engineers, folks who are industry veterans as opposed to military veterans, and we pair them up with those folks who are just getting out of the service. So you might have somebody from Apple or GitHub or one of these top tier tech companies really sitting down and helping provide mentorship in terms of what is most important to learn, not just the technical aspect, but the cultural aspect as well. Is like, how do you take your resume, how do you take that experience and that technical knowledge that you received in the military and bring it to bear for your career and bring it to bear for the rest of your life. These are the kind of things that we work on at Operation Code, is really advocating for that community and also building local communities of technical folks who are coming from a military background. At this point, we have 13 meetups nationwide, and that's been constantly expanding, providing opportunities for folks who might not necessarily be in tech industry hubs, but folks who might be in the Midwest and the South, folks who might be coming off military bases, and they want that opportunity to learn and be a part of the tech community. Well, I got good news for you. We got the internet, it's available everywhere, and the tech community and the open source community, most importantly, is open to you. So it's been a tremendous achievement, like a tremendous process, seeing this organization grow and thrive. And one of the things that I'm constantly amazed by is that everybody's a volunteer. Everybody has of their own volition wanted to mentor, wanted to give of their time, wanted to go out and talk about what we're doing, or wanted to go out and provide that mentorship, provide those scholarships, help build out our open source infrastructure, help build out our website, all of our technology. Everything that we've done has come through donation, or it's come from engineers who are willing to devote their time to help building out these platforms and providing these opportunities for our community. So I would say the number one thing is being involved, understanding the perspective that veterans bring to the workforce, that military spouses bring to the workforce, and transitioning military personnel bring. And when I talk about the workforce, I don't just mean in the tech industry, I'm also talking about everything around that. I'm talking about user experience, I'm talking about product design, I'm talking about business development, I'm talking about project management. All of these things are skills that our community can bring to the table for the tech industry. But most important of all, I think, is the leadership and ethics that the military instills in an individual. And we would love to take that message and spread it as far and wide as we can. So we deal a lot with challenges that the military community uniquely faces. The transition from the military to a civilian career can be very, very challenging, both culturally, and you've had an organization that's taken care of you for a long time. They tell you when to eat, they tell you when to sleep. You're part of a structure, you're part of a culture, and now all of a sudden you're out on your own. How do you take those skills and those leadership abilities that you have had ingrained in you and provide it to a civilian organization, provide it to your local community? How can you give that back? And at Operation Code, that's what we work on, is opportunities to help them give that back, opportunities to help them use that technical experience to assure positive outcomes in their future careers as well. Some of the challenges that come out of that are cultural, and some of them, like some of these folks have gone through some very tough experiences. And one of the things that we do and the services that we provide is to work with educators and to work with the local community to understand what it is that these folks have been going through and help them bridge that cultural gap. So that's definitely a significant thing that we think about a lot in our communities. How do we bridge that cultural gap? That is a really tough one because there are a lot of very interesting forms of wildlife in that community. But I'm gonna have to go with, and I don't even know if this is applicable necessarily, I'm gonna have to go with the toucan because I just think they look really cool. That is my only like metric on this. I'm not thinking about survivability. I'm not thinking about anything else but the fact that toucans are just really awesome. And I used to have one as my wallpaper. That's it.